We see what the fast dollar does. Being Diddy rich takes a guy that once name was Puffy, that after every tragedy he had in his life, he had to change his name. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Brother Love, Love. Puffy, from the DC tragedy, went to when those kids was trampled over. I think 1 or 2 kids died at a function in DC that he gave. Puffy. City College. Puff Daddy. Biggie becomes named to Diddy. And now the allegations with Cassie and everything, he went from brother love to love. Being Diddy rich have you thinking you something that you're not. That you greater than what you're supposed to be and the people around you. When I say I'd rather be my poor, with my peace of mind, with my own thoughts, my own community, my own love, with my family, than to be so rich that I'm thinking I'm something that I'm not. That's what they do, bro. Look how many times, what was that? You ever go to a club, it's a big shootout, and it was the Mirage, and then you come back 2 weeks later, now it's the Zone. They changed their name after every shootout.
Suddenly, it was the Mirage, and when you returned 2 weeks later, it was the Zone. They had renamed themselves following each gunfight. The D believes he can repeatedly rebrand himself in order to cleanse himself of his previous transgressions.
Yeah, no. But we found, we heard they found
a
sex
whole
tapes,
bunch of shit,
butt naked sex tapes,
a
with
whole
him.
bunch of shit, and everybody. I showing that bitch molesting everybody, molesting. Somebody put R. Kelly in it was crazy.
Wow. So listen, is it true that P. Diddy was grooming Justin Bieber? That he broke Justin Bieber?
Oh yes,
virginity?
yes he did. Y'all don't see that video?
So P. Diddy broke Justin Bieber's virginity.
Yes, absolutely.
One time, I'ma tell you one time.
Now, I ain't saying the video is a video about him and them having sex. Nah, you can see how uncomfortable on camera he was at one point when Diddy came around. That was the only one that I seen him and Diddy.
So you seen that Justin Bieber was uncomfortable?
Yeah, very uncomfortable. He was molesting that boy.
As a
like
kid.
He molested Usher, Neo.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Will Smith. Like yeah.
Butt plugs.
Everywhere.
Justin Bieber is opening up on.
I was only a teenage pop sensation, yet I had to endure every stage of Diddy's career.
The post has received almost 5 million likes, and thousands have responded by leaving encouraging comments.
On Instagram, Justin Bieber, a 25-year-old singer-songwriter, is opening up about his struggles. He writes, "I just feel like I'm super disconnected and weird, so I'm not worried. I just wanted to reach out and ask for you guys to pray."
It's crazy. She's a superstar.
What was going through your mind when you saw that kind of reaction?
I wanted to protect the moment. You know, I don't know how many opportunities I'm gonna get. You know, we never know how many opportunities we're gonna get with anybody. I mean, I'm tearing up thinking about it, just with the Kobe situation, you know? I just wanted to be a good example. And it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. I commend you for going there and asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing, and I want people to take a look at my story and hopefully.
Did he truly cause some severe trauma for Justin Bieber, man?
For her, keep that name. My dad had that name, the City Church. We're going to be a church the city can't ignore. A city set on a hill. Never forget, nearly 3 years ago, maybe even more, I sat down at the board and said, I think we might need to change our name. That was a little bit of a surprise. They started to ask why. So I think our church in the future is supposed to look like a home. Supposed to function like a family. And then, and this is where things got a little unsettled, I think we're supposed to do church at home. I think people are supposed to experience Jesus in their living rooms all over the world in multiple languages.
Wow.
Went on to express to our board of elders, I believe the future of the church is global and mobile.
Wow.
I believe the future of the church will not be defined by one language or one continent or one country.
Wow.
It'll be multiple continents, multiple countries all over the world, using technology to use a multiplicity of languages and dialects.
Wow.
That's the future of the church. Never thinking for a moment that we would have a mandatory church at home.
Wow.
And we would have a season where every church would have to do church at home. Wow. I hope that this passes. I hope that this is over. I hope that we get through this as fast as possible. This is evil, it's wicked, it's diabolical, and it is costing us the most valuable thing on the planet, and that is human life. I don't wish this upon my worst enemy. And yet, God is here. And he's in the middle of this. And the first statement that the revealed Jesus, the resurrected revealed Jesus ever said was, don't cling to me. Don't cling to me. Man, that phrase just stepped out, kind of got my attention yesterday.
He was broken by the industry, and now wants to shield up-and-comers like Billie Eilish from predators like P. Diddy.
A lot of you guys wouldn't know that Justin Bieber is, a Christian. He, has been photographed outside church several times, attending Bible study classes and whatnot. It's so sad because you can't even have privacy whilst attending church. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this the statement that I'd seen. It said Justin Bieber told hundreds of people at a Bible study class in LA that he has woken up to the evils of the music industry and he needs to take a break from the industry because it is controlled by the absolute worst kind of people, pedophiles. Now, this article was written in 2017. Bieber has become a regular at the Bible study class held at the Montage in Beverly Hills, and on Saturday 22nd of July, he shared what he described as a horrific story with the congregation and explained why he felt he had to quit his world tour. Describing a party on tour attended by the upper echelon of the music business included executive VPs of development, producers, power agents, and international financiers. Bieber said he was encouraged to SA a young child who had been brought to the party for a sexual gratification of the industry elite. I didn't want to do this. I really didn't, they said. This kid was drugged. It was horrible, Bieber said, explaining that it was made clear to him that he would gain entry to the business side of the industry if he joined the club by passing the initiation rites. I wouldn't just be a performer, I'd be a mogul. That path would open up for me like it did for Jay-Z. It's the difference between being a millionaire and a billionaire. But Bieber told the congregation that he wouldn't do it. To join the club, I'd have to do bad things to this poor kid. But then I realized that even that wasn't enough for them. I'd also have to kill this little child. Bieber said he had heard rumors about this type of initiation in the music industry, but he had not been confronted with it before. I got told they secretly film these parties. Once they've got you on the video doing something like that, they own you. Bieber said his conscience is clear because he didn't participate, but the fate of the drug child is haunting him. They said this child was raped by a few different guys. They said he was bleeding. I got out of there, but I heard he died, and that haunts me. This allegation from Justin Bieber adds to the wave of accusations made by celebrities and musicians about the real nature of the music and entertainment industry elite. Corey Feldman and Elijah Wood had both gone on record exposing the pedophilia at the heart of Hollywood. Again, this article was in fact written back in 2017. This is around a time where we didn't know, well, it wasn't really popular any of these allegations or headlines surrounding P. Diddy. Obviously, it was like a known thing in the industry by some, but again, definitely not as huge of a story.
In fact, things became so terrible that Justin Bieber, in an attempt to find solace, famously ended up into a Christian cult.
Not yet.
No.
Alright, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin's like, hey, maybe I'll just go back to high school.
Not just we do need to focus on you, man.
What's going on here?
It's like, do I?
Yeah, you're
Here is what a churchgoer who is referred to as head. People are taking a very long time to realize how unpleasant this is, and it's all standard industry practice.
Rollout of Justin Bieber's Yummy, he would post on Instagram baby pictures. It would be like a baby, #yummy. Another picture, #yummy. There was like 3 or 4 on his Instagram. It's still up, he hasn't taken it down. But in the actual music video, there's a cherry covered by bread. What does cherries represent? Virginity. But in the video, it's being covered for now.
Yeah.
But then the video goes on, there's a bunch of food, like weird food across the table, right? And like elites, they have a weird appetite, like they'll eat anything. So it's like sardines, jello, big ass cakes, right? Once he starts devouring it, he gets into like a high. And everyone's saying that's the adrenochrome high. You know what I mean? During the video, it pans back to the bread. Now it's not covering the cherry. The cherry's like panned to the people.
However, it was also clear that Puffy never trusted Justin Bieber.
Any formal charges yet. But when they come out with some charges, bruh, and you hit it, the Southern District of New York do not play. And people don't play with them. So I don't understand why this stuff ever even got to this point, but it is what it is.